case you can't read the title. If you can't read, I wouldn't do this, but today I'm going to be installing the K&N air filter on my 2014 R6. It's pretty much the same for at least 08 to 16. Okay, so installing the K&N air filter, if memory serves, you need basically, I use these little metric Allen sockets because it's easier than using the little L-shaped Allen keys, from like 4 up to 6 maybe, and then basic set of screwdrivers, maybe some metric sockets, wrenches. Basically that'll be it. First thing I did, 5mm right here in front of the tank, pop that out. The two 5mm that hold on your back seat, take those out. Pull your seat back. Obviously you should probably already know how to take off your seat. I like to set mine in that little bucket. So once you have your seat removed, on each side there's a screw here. Number 2 Phillips should work fine. You're gonna pull those out, and we'll get these pieces of trim taken off. Whenever you're taking these screws out, there's a little like washer spacer that goes in there. Make sure you don't lose those, so it would suck. Okay, so you take out the Phillips screw and then push it forward, pops right out. So again, take out the Phillips screw, you push it towards the front of the bike, and it should pop right off. Same thing on the other side. Right, now that you've got that trim off, you will have exposed this, also a 5mm Allen head screw, bolt, whatever. Break those, take it off. Same thing on the other side. And then you should be able to prop your tank up. Yeah, don't drop it. Okay, so you got those out. Make sure you don't lose these spacers either. I do think they come out. They're a little bit harder to get out, so I just normally leave them there. And then you should be able to lift your tank like so. And then you can see you can get to your airbox now. It helps, the less fuel you have, the better for this, obviously. It's gonna make the tank lighter. So let's find something to prop that up, and we'll be right back. Okay, so once you got the tank propped up, I just used a pry bar type deal. Anything about that length of work. You've got, to my count, 11 these Phillips screws around the airbox. They're kind of hard. Make sure you don't strip them. You're gonna have to press down on them with some force when you're popping them loose. But there should be 11 all the way around the perimeter, and then the one right here in the front also has to come out. So you get all those out, then you can lift up the cover. Right. So once you got the cover off, you have access to the filter. I just used flathead screwdriver right in this tab to kind of pry it up, and then lean it forward and take it out. So there you can see the stock. Very small intake on the front, and it is kind of dirty. Kind of bugs and shit inside of there. So then I'm gonna fit the new one in there. Okay, so careful not to drop anything into your intakes. Those openings down there while you're doing this, that would be pretty shitty for you. Trying to get it, the K&N installs a little differently than the stock one does. And what I mean by that is that you stick it in kind of vertically and get the tabs where they need to be, and then it says just to push it clicks into place like so. So it's actually kind of easier to install than the stock one would have been if you were changing it, because it just pops in there instead of having those little clips, I guess. And then you just button everything back up and you should be done. So you put this back, put back in all those screws, make sure you tighten them down pretty tight so that the airbox seals really good. Install back those little panels, get your tank back where it goes. Whenever you're lowering your tank, make sure you don't crush the fuel lines. Just be careful, take your time, get everything where it needs to be and button it all back up, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna have an additional step because I have a power commander in here. You probably don't necessarily need to map it or dyno it, but it's better if you do, so I'm gonna go and see if I can figure out how to install the map on the power commander, and then I'll be all done. Appreciate you guys watching my videos. If there's anything that I did that you didn't understand, let me know in the comment section or on Twitter at the Governor. Peace.